Well, it's great that you use that term educational integrity, because the standard term is academic integrity. In the Australian context, we've been trying to get people to use the term educational integrity so that people understand it's a multi-stakeholder issue. Academic integrity tends to be focused on students and students' responsibilities. Educational integrity is based on some fundamental values: honesty, trust, respect, fairness and responsibility. And in recent times, the Centre for Academic Integrity in the States has added an additional quality of courage. So when you have those shared understandings, those values around your study, not just for students, but for every stakeholder in the university, from the most meagre person, the person who answers the phone in the office, right through to the Vice-Chancellor, your marketing people, the people who take care of your admissions processes, and of course teaching staff who have a huge responsibility about the integrity of their programs. When we as stakeholders in education have shared those shared values, and we have the courage to stand up for those values, that's really what educational integrity is all about. So it actually impacts on every single aspect of the educational process. If you don't have integrity in terms of yourself as a student and the work you do, what value is your degree? If you don't have integrity in terms of your curriculum, what value do you add to students' lives in terms of their education? If you don't have integrity in your marketing processes and your admissions processes, what sort of credibility do you have as an institution? So integrity cuts right across every stakeholder and every aspect of education.